Alright, we're back. I saved the game, called it Let's Play 1. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a Let's Play or something, but I just still want to showcase the game because it's just so cool. We ended last episode with a new assembler, and that one is just a component that can build stuff just like the fabricator can. And we made everything possible here, like we have metal plates, these ones, we have, this is metal plates, this is metal bars, we have both. We're making foundation plates, fabricators, and assemblers. There's nothing else this thing will be able to produce. You can unlock new recipes eventually, though, but right now, that's all we got. So to build anything else, it's assembler time. And there's a lot more stuff going on. There's even recipes like this one, where even if it's produced here, all the ingredients are locked behind research. I think I can click it and I can actually see what it is. But it's nice to let me know that I don't have it. I think you can also maybe shift click it, alt click I on it. Oh yeah, then you can sort of mouse over stuff here. I still don't want to do it anyway, but now we can get going. One problem with the assembler is that it doesn't have a little S on it because it's not a small component like the fabricator is. Rather, this is actually a medium component. And we have a problem with that because these buildings here have a small socket. This guy here has a small socket. And the command center has two medium sockets, but we've already populated this one with an assembler, so what if we need even more? Well, in the beginning you actually do have small buildings like this that can contain just a little bit more. And you can build those buildings immediately. But if you have a problem, no green circuits. Those are produced in an assembler, and luckily we do have one, so we're a little bit back to what we had in the first episode. We need at least 3 circuits made here before anything can happen. Guess what I'm gonna make next? I don't want to have this circuit problem anymore. I took a little sip of tea. Maybe it's time while we wait for that to sort of talk about a little feature. You start the game with a little scout radar. It's filtered for some stuff right now, but you can unfilter this and say, hey, what do we want to look for? Maybe crystals. Then what's going to happen with that is that even though he's far away, let me move him even further away, he finds stuff. This scout, filtered for crystals, found a scattered resource. Here it is. It was actually pretty close, right? But we can also move him over here, and he's going to find, well, still the scattered resources. He's going to find the closest thing. But if you recall, the problems we had with the engineer guys down here was that he was over here and he couldn't even see this metal. Is that because he's stupid? Actually, yes. Units and buildings as well behave really stupidly at times. They are not good at carrying out tasks if you don't help them with, for example, scout radars to make sure that the job is easier. You can filter for resources. You can filter for unit types. Like you can find the nearest runner even, and he's like, oh, I found him. That's the nearest runner. You can even search for something where all you know is some information like, is something flying? Is something damaged? He found nothing that was damaged. How about canned loot? He found something. What's that? There's some scattered resource here in the ground. You can do a lot with varying components, and the full strength of all the units here don't really come into play before you have a couple of those. Our building is done here. I'm gonna call him circuits, like that. And I'm gonna request an assembler. Someone should immediately begin firing that over here. There we go. I will then set this recipe to circuits infinitely. Yeah, there we go. Copy the visual down to here, unlock the slot. He's gonna make circuits forever. Not too many, but I'm happy that it takes just a little while because we have some stuff to explain. Right now it's going okay, mostly because everyone is sort of idle, sort of waiting, with some few exceptions. But look at this power bar up here. We're making 500 power units per, I don't know, game tick, consuming half of that, maybe more at times. So we sort of need to watch out for that. All buildings, I can even mouse over them and look at it, has sort of a drain. Nothing is being shown here, but maybe for the scout. Yeah, look, he's requiring 5, or is it even 15 because he has components too. He's requiring 10 power on his own, and then the components can require even more. That's sort of what drains what we gain here. And do you know where we gain power from? The command center is actually born with this component right here. It's very high tech. It's an integrated component, meaning it can stay in an integrated slot. But look, if I just drag this over to the scout now, he gets it in an integrated internal slot. He can put it in a smaller socket too. I don't think that really makes that better. Maybe it sort of spreads out the power field a bit more, but this thing now produces 500 power. He can bring the field away. And look, every building starts complaining, saying, oh, no, 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 we don't have power. That's terrible. It's horrible. So I'm going to put this power cell from here right back into the command center. Right now, that's the best thing. We want the command center to provide this power. It's a massive source of power. And for a long while yet, we can't actually do anything else about it. But at least now, we can begin making buildings like this that assemble stuff. What do we want? I'm not even sure. Although I do know I want an assembler. And I want to rename this building component. Yeah, components. Because he's going to make all kinds of stuff. We have enough circuits. Well, we could upgrade that later. I don't need scout radars. Not really. I can't make this. Deconstructors? Maybe later. We already have fabricators. We're not making miners. But before I begin, please copy this building over here. Just so the first one is set to miners, but we don't make that in the next building too. Copy the visual over here. Now we're making miners as much as we like. Miners are not like units. It's like the little turret that can shoot at resources to make sure that we gather them. I'm gonna copy this building as well because we need more components. I also need small turrets such that we can go on the offense. There we go. Copy the signal here and there. That's good. And look, we can't expand further than that, so I'm gonna make a new row down here. Up here, I think we also need uplinks. That's really the last thing. So save and save, and uplink, copy, paste, paste. That's good. Now I need something from the library. We made blueprints last time. We can do it again. I'm gonna create an item, new blueprint from a big building. This building actually has a medium socket. Research Mark 1. That's fine for me. All we really need is an uplink, and there's nothing else to it. But that's good. I think we can't do it here. Or whatever, doesn't matter. Where should research happen? Maybe down here? Here? Not sure. I'm gonna place it down here. At least... Why not just have 4 of them? It's fine. Doesn't matter. No problem. I'm making circuits pretty slowly, but I could like copy this building over here and say high priority in that one. just so we get circuits just a little bit faster. I've noticed when people talk about this game, either in reviews or on Reddit or other places too, that many of the complaints they have with this, I don't know how to describe it, but it almost seems like many complaints seek to handle problems in this game where they feel like they need to babysit, that they feel like they need to click on every building and instruct every component and set every recipe all the time. But of course, that's not how you do it. You sort of make it once, maybe even as a blueprint. You can delete them again if you don't need them. And just from that, you can deploy orders and just forget about it. Things are gonna happen, and you don't need to think very hard to make sure that things work. And another side of all of this automation here is that, well, soon enough, we're gonna be able to make more advanced orders, and people think that everything needs an advanced order for anything to work, but that's just not the case. If you make buildings that provide all the components that you care about, then forget about it. As soon as any runner has time and as soon as you can overproduce on the resources and just stock them up a little bit, someone's going to get to it. Someone's going to deliver it. Right now we're missing circuits because both of these buildings are running full time, and I bet you we have idle runners waiting around. Not because we actually can't give the materials needed here. Everything is full. It's just these don't work faster than they do. For now, that's fine. It's not a problem.
We are limited in technological advancements, though I recommend we investigate the planet's surface to gather intel. Several types of ruined structures can be found. They should provide insight into new technologies to help us progress.
Well, let's hope so. Initial scans have detected the remnants of some other similar civilizations to our own. These ruins may contain data crucial to understanding this world's history and technology. It's actually a bit of a not perfectly presented story that this game has, but what we want is to investigate ruins and find data cubes. Somehow we care a lot about those. And it doesn't matter what, it does matter, but it's not clear how this is related to. Why do we care about data cubes and the history of the world? Like, all we care about is repairing the mothership, right? That was the original quest. Of course it is related, but it's weird that the AI tells us that we should do something else now. Rather than, why is the mothership not the most important thing? And where is it even? I think it's funny. And I think it could be presented better. Who knows what's gonna happen when the full version comes around? But now we got all of these done. You can actually rotate components up here. I think it's done here. Yeah, look, you can rotate them. Doesn't matter, but you can. It's funny. You can rotate buildings too. That also doesn't actually matter. They can only rotate about the axis. That doesn't change their footprint. But with these buildings ready here, we can actually press T, or this menu over here, or click on any one of these here and click the research icon. It's better to click it with T, I think. I'm not sure if it makes a difference, but I want all buildings to do this, not just one of them. There's a lot of different nodes here. The top one is our starter tech. That's everything we had unlocked from the beginning. Some of them are unlocked through story. This is simply because we found enemies and we killed them and we can loot their corpses. All the rest, I think we've seen basically all of these things in some capacity. Not all of them. We haven't seen small turrets. We haven't actually deployed any miner components. We have seen the laser mining components. They are different things. This one is better. But that's not enough to win the game. Not at all. So of course, we need to press T, click on the basic tech tree. And here's like some summarized pictures with what they require, how long it's going to take. And the lower you get, the more high-tech stuff you unlock. It's very good stuff, but you don't have any of the components that we need. And, mechanically, the real reason we actually need data cubes here is because this tech requires it. So we don't need them in any sort of hurry. But eventually we will. I think we're going to make one more building for it. Because some of these techs sort of merge well with 10 steps, 5 steps, 10 steps. What's this? 10, 10, 10, 10, 5, 10 or 5. This one even had, no, 5 too. So with that, one set of buildings of 5 can sort of research something very, very fast. What should we start with? I think actually basic structures is some of the best stuff. It requires 30 metal plates, but look, we have stocked up a ton over here, so that's perfectly fine. Let's get going. I hope now that all my runners are gonna go down here and stock up every one of these buildings. There we go. They're all running. How are we producing 1,900 now, you might wonder? Well, that's because the big batteries of our units, especially those with a lot of capacity, are getting drained really fast now. I mean, I guess it's power that would have otherwise just stayed around, not ever being used, so is it a problem? Not yet. But it will be if we don't find a better way of making power. But look how fast that research got done. Nice. I clicked the next button, but if you want to, you can click these and see, hey, what do we got from that? We got advanced material, reinforced plates. I don't know. Do I care about those? Well, I can tell you guys that yes, we do, but it's not clear why. I think you can press I on this thing and say, is ingredient off? Anything else you can do? No. What I wanted to know is which thing will use these guys. I don't think that's something that you can very easily, fastly know, but eventually someone will need it. One example is, defense blocks. Those need the reinforced plates. Strong building, but lacking inventory. I think this building's special thing is it has a ton of durability, compared to starter tech buildings such as this one here has 100, so 3 times as much health with a strong building. There are probably other things too, but now we got it. We also got other buildings as well. Those are really cool. I think actually it's not something we need to look into right now. I would rather want basic signals maybe. Or, basic power. Everything's good. Everything's fantastic. Why don't we take basic power now? Now all of our crystals are needed, but those are of course available to us right here. There we go. All of the poles here, beaming up in the air, contacting the mothership, downloading the tech that we knew from the beginning but have since lost in forgetfulness as we stranded ourselves here on this godforsaken planet. Research complete. Basic power. There's a lot of good components here, and we should sort of make all of them. Maybe. It even gives us a star if something is new. I don't care about small internal component portable power fields. Not really. I could make it later if I care to, but I think I want lights. Those are cool. Let's make those forever. Make a new building here. Also, we want to filter these slots like that. And now this building here, what can he do? He can make RGB lights. These are actually still RGB. If you, not every single RGB color, but it doesn't need to be only white. The big improvement here is the power field. Let me build those fire. Oh look, these need the reinforced plates. So even if I say build them forever, stock them up, we're not producing reinforced plates. So we actually sort of need a new building here. We do the medium building. There's no advantage to it. This medium building also has it. This one has no inventory, so we actually still need this thing. Yeah, we need that building here. Can I edit it? I can. Let me say assembler. Set the value. It should be upgraded now. Oh, I guess we never succeeded with that. No, we didn't, but we can just request it. They were so quick to be done that I didn't make it in time. Reinforced plates. That's what we want. So make those forever. I actually do one more building of that. Oh, I guess I did a mistake. I should have said filters first, but I can copy this, paste it over here. No, control paste it. Oh yeah, his filters could set to the same thing. That's good. We're now making reinforced plates, so eventually we're gonna get these components. And you know what we want with that? The most important thing in the world right now is to make a new blueprint, which is, well, the smallest building we can make, really. I think it's still this one. This one needs a small power field. And you know what this building is going to be for us? Power pole Mark 1. That's how you can expand the blue field all over the place. And I think I can even do it here from the library now. Power poles. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna place it up here. I'm also gonna enable power field. I'm also gonna place it. Oh no, I shouldn't copy what I pasted or paste what I copied. I should instead deploy this one. We can set it here. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. We could even, I can copy it, you know, it's gonna be the same thing. But we should expand, we should include more resources such that we can make sure that we don't forget to mine. Power field down here. Other things that need power field, well, how about down here? We can't even see all the crystals. This is how we're gonna expand and grow our base to new sizes. That's fantastic. All right. What is next on our agenda? I think we sort of nailed that research. We don't need the other stuff really. That and the light comes into play, and the rest is nice to have. Maybe later. Not important right now. We can dig into these next tiers immediately because we are making reinforced plates. Oh look, solar cells. Can you imagine what those are good for? I hope you can. Maybe we should dig into power transference. I think that's actually a strong move right now. These units charged a little bit, so has the base, but even so, there's really not a lot of power here. So power transference will certainly help us expand how much we can generate. It's not like solar panels are super powerful, but it can be, eventually. I'm gonna paste a little power pole down here. Maybe also down here. Someone gets to it eventually. Maybe we should make some more runners. 4 of them. It's gonna be fine. Oh yeah, look. All of the power is being drained. These guys don't cost anything, but they can spread the power out if needed. And look, everything now has a little lightning bolt. That is because now we're back to only producing what this little internal component the power cell can make. Everyone else is drained of their battery. So I actually am pretty happy with my decision to research the power transference. Because if we don't, we're never gonna get any sort of power back at all. We got it unlocked now. It's time to first get all the new components researched. So copy this building and begin building whatever we got. Advanced materials, nothing new. Internal components, we got small capacitors as internal components. I think I would like those. Infinitely, thank you. Lock the slots also to the product. There we go. Next building, copy it over here. What do we want? We want the next internal one. Scout radar is not the best thing. We looked at it before. Portable shield generators. Well, I know we do want them eventually, but they do require some materials that we can't make right now. Nevertheless, produce them for me forever. There's not a lot of stuff to stack them right now, and that could be a problem that's nice to solve another time. Notice I'm keeping a walking distance around everything. I'm gonna continue that trend and sort of expand this stuff up here. Such that there's gonna be like a crossing here where everyone can walk. I like that. Next we got small components. We have the crystal power. I don't need it. Deconstructors. Yeah, you know what? Just make them. I will need some. Not a lot, but definitely at least one of them. So stock them up. And now we go to the next building here. And another component I would like is melee pulse attack. No, let's not deal with that right now. I want small batteries. Forever. Those are bigger than the capacitors. They both store power, but this one being internal, well, let's press I on it. It can store 400 power. It can charge at 800 power rate, even faster than the big power cell can produce. It can only deliver back at a rate of 100 max. Still pretty good. But now it's time for the small battery to be produced. It can drain faster. It can't actually charge very fast. So be aware of that. The faster the things can charge up and drain, well, the faster you can sort of recover from a power outage if you store enough. But look, it stores 30,000 power rather than 4,000 for this thing. So definitely a component that has its value, as you can imagine. Let's store it up right here. And when I'm done, I'm gonna build more buildings, more stuff. We did make the power field. We can also stock up on solar cells here. Let's do that forever. There we go. Copy, paste, paste. Fantastic. Everyone is running low on power. We're gonna recover eventually. I think I would like to have a building right here. A little storage slot where these two buildings are gonna store all their stuff. Because power cells and batteries, I think that eventually we're gonna store a lot of that stuff. But right now everything is slowing to a crawl because we're simply limited by power. There's really no way around it. The more we build, the faster we build, well, the more unfortunately we gotta settle for. Oh, why did I stock more of these? I actually don't want to do that. Why don't we move 20 of these over here and stop this? And likewise over here, why don't we move 20 over there? And stop this storage. I'm happy with that. Right now we simply need to slow down a little bit and let things be built up. I think this can sort of happen automatically while this episode is coming to a close. I'm gonna stop the video here. Thanks for watching if you are, and bye for now.